It all starts with Américo Ferreira Amorim, a great businessman and heir to the Portuguese throne, who was born on July 21, 1934, but died in July 2017. According to Forbes, Américo was the wealthiest person in Portugal and the 369th richest billionaire in the entire world. He was estimated to have a net worth of around $4.2 billion. His primary financial sources were energy and investments. Américo was raised in a household that valued business, so he grew up understanding the industry. But how did he grow his wealth in such a way that his family are among the wealthiest in Portugal? Américo started by working for the family business. By the way, one of the companies, Portuguese Amorim, a cork company founded by the family in 1870, is still in operation today. He inherited a 2.5% stake in the family cork business, and using that as the foundation, he launched an export push to create his commercial empire. Despite holding a strong position in the market, Portuguese Amorim has recently had some significant difficulties. One of these is a decline in demand brought on by the pandemic. The business has also put out a lot of effort to stave off competition from screw tops and other non-cork bottle stoppers. But how did they do it? To achieve this, Portuguese Amorim has made significant research and development investments and even collaborated with outside researchers. If you've recently traveled to Portugal, it's likely that you came across a gift shop selling a wide variety of items made from cork, such as shoes, handbags, wallets, and just about everything else you can imagine. One of Portugal's largest and most significant exports is cork. In actuality, Portugal produces more than 50% of the world's cork supply, making it the largest cork producer in the world. The company still produces nearly 1/4 of the cork made worldwide. You can imagine the kind of fortune they have from just this company. Alves and Pinho claim that the Amorim family makes more money from cork than Portugal as a whole does from wine. But wait, who are the beneficiaries? Well, Américo Amorim had a wife by the name Maria Fernanda Amorim, and the two had 3 daughters. They are the ones who inherited his fortune after Américo died in July 2017. Currently, Maria Fernanda Amorim and her family continue to top Forbes' list of the wealthiest people in Portugal. They're the owners of Galp Energia and the Amorim Cork Company, among other properties. Although the 87-year-old businesswoman and her 3 children have moved up 7 spots since Forbes produced its list in 2021, her net worth has remained constant at $4.7 billion. Paula Amorim, the eldest daughter, serves as the company's chairman. And despite a decrease from $4.8 billion in value in 2019 to $3.8 billion in 2020, the Amorim family's wealth nearly recovered by 2021. Moreover, Amorim owns an 18% share in Galp Energia. And that's not all. Guess what? The group has diversified its operations through investment in various industries and geographical regions, with a high potential for profitability, guided by a vision of sustained growth. The family owns the wine Quinta Nova and Taboadella. Wine has unavoidably inherited the centuries-old passion for cork that has characterized the Amorim group. This adoption is a result of the force the Amorim family's always put into all of its endeavors and the historical link between these two exceptional natural goods. Since 1870, when they first negotiated cork sales to Villanova, the Amorim family has been involved in the wine industry. But how did they make it? Well, talk about the skilled hands of Luisa Amorim. Luisa, Maria's daughter, was a pioneer in wine tourism, which was introduced to Portugal much later. It was the first hotel of its kind in the nation when she opened the hotel at the family's Quinta Nova de Nossa Senhora do Carmo in the Douro Valley 15 years ago. So far, the family has been producing wines of exceptional quality and with a sense of place. But this isn't all that they do. Following the 1974 revolution, one of the group's boldest projects was the plan to open the country's first private commercial bank. Américo Ferreira Amorim was the driving force behind it, and he was acutely aware of the need for an open, strong, dynamic bank. But how? The bank would serve civil society, be a scenario for active economic agents with a large nucleus of leading Portuguese shareholders. As a result, the Banco Comercial Portuguese was established in 1985, setting the legal and economic framework for developing other private banks in Portugal. Américo Ferreira Amorim obtained ownership interest in several different financial institutions over the subsequent years, including Sourcefin, Bank of Lisbon Internacional, Soquifa and Beta, Credifin, Auto Leasing, and Lusofactor. Basically, the Amorim Group's investment portfolio has grown over the years to include various ventures and companies, from trading, services, and information technologies to textiles, insurance, and reinsurance, including cooperation with Heath Lambert and the German firm Geerlings. The Amorim Group's organization has evolved over these active decades of significant expansion, becoming more professional and embracing an economic group's philosophy. All cork processing businesses were sub-held by Portuguese Amorim in 1988, and a portion of its share capital was listed on the Portuguese stock exchange. But to succeed even more, they needed a top strategy. So, what did they do? In 2005, to create a product of excellent quality and individuality, the Amorim Group refocused its interests and shareholdings of Portuguese Amorim, its primary business. Also, Amorim Group kept its investments and expanded other nature-related industries, such as wine cultivation and tourism. Well, it's evident that the Amorim Group continues to be based on the corporate vision, responsibility, diligence, creativity, innovation, and its mission to achieve excellence, both in terms of management as well as in terms of products and services, as it upholds the principles of economic, social, and environmental development. So, what are your thoughts? Do you think the family is revolutionizing the manufacturing industry with their products?